Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Fletcher, and you're watching Ambi.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from Ambi, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Fletcher. Hello.
Hey guys, what's up, Ambi? Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining me. It's a super exciting day because we are kicking off your first headline North American tour here in Toronto. How are you feeling?
I am so pumped. I feel like what a better city to be starting my tour out in Toronto. I love this place. This is like my third time here. And it's the first time that I've been here that it's been like not freezing cold weather, so I'm like extra enjoying it. And it's a great night to start the tour.
You're just taking it in, letting
oh my gosh, I'm taking it in. It feels really good.
Are there any nerves going into your first headlining tour, or is it just so much excitement that there just really isn't much room for nerves?
There's definitely so much excitement, but I think it's good to be nervous. It means that like you care and that it's something that you're passionate about, which I definitely am super passionate about this, but I'm really nervous. Like I always get really nervous before all of my shows, and especially before like the starting night. Like it's definitely a nerve-wracking thing.
I noticed the photograph you posted of that gigantic billboard in
gosh.
Times Square with your face plastered right on it.
Yeah.
When you saw that, did you just absolutely lose your mind?
It was so crazy. It just like felt like the culmination of sort of the last couple years of my life and like all the kind of hard work that's been put in. I grew up as a little girl going to Times Square and like seeing all of those billboards, and for my face to be on one was like actually the most surreal moment I think I've ever had.
You said something really awesome that went along with the photograph, and you said, "To those who may have doubted me for being a woman in music, open about sexuality, an independent artist, or because I debuted with a viral song, this is just the beginning," which I absolutely love. I'm surprised though that you had doubters.
It was not doubters, and like I had so many incredible supporters of my music, but there's always definitely like something to be said about artists that debut with like a viral song and people feel that like they're constantly like chasing after that one song and never really sort of to able to build something from it, because the song kind of gets like takes on a bigger life than they're able to sort of catch up to as an artist, like in their stories. But yeah, I mean, like being an independent artist, like definitely, you feel like the underdog at times, like competing with major label acts. So yeah, I just wanted to let people know that I'm sticking around.
You've clearly been proving yourself. As song after song, people are just eating it up. Like they're loving it.
Thank you. Yeah, the reaction's been so incredible. It's definitely like what keeps me inspired and motivated, and like things to, keep writing about, or the stories that, fans have told me, and it's all been like super crazy.
Well, on the music front, just a few days ago, you shared your new single, You Should Talk, and I love how honest and blunt all of your lyrics are.
Thank you.
Especially how that transfers into this track. So have you always kind of been super heartfelt when it comes to not just your writing, but just as a person, like a fairly straightforward?
I feel like being more vulnerable and straightforward and just like telling it like it is, and just being honest about how I feel is definitely, come with age. I mean, I just sounded like a 90-year-old woman. Like,
we're both in our
I'm
early
23.
20s. Yeah,
like,
22.
what am I saying?
I say stuff like that all the time too.
No, but I really do. I feel like I literally am such a different human than I was when I was 18. Like, and I know that was just 5 years ago, but I feel like I've grown and learned so much, and like I'm learning more every single day, and I for sure do not have my shit figured out, but like I feel really comfortable about who I am and in my own skin, and like that's something that like I'm constantly working towards. But I don't know, I've learned that like being vulnerable, really beautiful things can come from that, and like especially songs. And so definitely this next batch of music that I'm putting out is a lot more like hard on your sleeve, kind of gritty, edgy, honest lyrics. And I'm like really excited because I think that's what people are craving right now, like craving sincerity and just truth and realness and like looking for answers. And I kind of want to be an outlet for people in that way.
I'm glad you brought up the next batch of songs, because this single is kind of a taste of what's to come from a forthcoming project, but it feels like a big surprise, this project. Like, as we said, if it's an EP, a record, what's kind of going down on that front?
You know what? I think it's because I'm still figuring that out myself, if it's going to be an EP or an album. I definitely have enough songs for an album, but, the way that we consume music, especially in this streaming era right now, is so different, and it's like very singles focused and singles driven. But it is really important for me to put out a body of work. I still think that there's like really something special when artists are able to do that and just sort of like give us an insight into their world with, you know, like an EP or an album or whatever that may be. So I'm still kind of like toying around with what that looks like, but there's like a lot of music written and a lot of music that I'm like super stoked to share.
Well, the line, "I'm insane, I'm the girl who ruined everything," I don't know why, but I think that first line, just bluntly saying I am insane, like it's just a really good opener for that track. Did that come from somebody calling you that from that specific relationship, or where did that stem from?
Yeah, it definitely came from sort of my last relationship where I kind of felt like I was like being told all of these things that I was doing wrong, and like I started to believe them myself, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I am all of these things, I am doing this and that, and you know, this person literally said to me like, you're fucking insane. And so I just wanted to open the song with that, like, you told me I was insane and that I ruined everything, and that's not true. And like I know that now, having perspective of the situation. Yeah.
I'm very glad that there's actually a new batch of songs that people can look forward to. 'Cause I know that's such a big question that was floating around. Even going into this interview, people were like, what's going on there?
Yeah, totally. Totally. Yes, there is music, and it's coming very soon.
We can confirm it.
Yeah.
Well, a big part of this project is also talking about moving to LA.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed your tweet where you were just like, move to LA. I haven't sneezed this much in my life. I think it's because of all the bullshit.
Oh my
Tell
God.
me a little bit more. What's the move been like?
I moved to LA, and I was serious that I have never sneezed so much as I have in my entire life than I have like living in LA. And I'm just really allergic to like the trees and all this shit there, and like I've never had allergies in my life before until I moved here. And I mean, it's also definitely like, it's a superficial city, and like, you know, girls go to clubs and they kind of like look each other up and down and constantly want to feel like nobody wants to wait on a line, everybody's VIP, everybody's came with fucking so-and-so's sister's mother's dog is Kim Kardashian. Like, it's a shit show. And I've just been writing about it because it's so interesting, like coming from New York, where like maybe there's a little bit of that, but people for the most part, like from the East Coast, are super just straightforward, or just like, if they don't want to talk to you, they're not going to talk to you. You know, it's just kind of like, get out of my way. I got places to go. You got places to be. Like, let's get on with our lives. And, you know, there's definitely like, everybody has this air about them that like, you know, we're all better than one another. And it's something that bothers me about LA in general, and then also just like women within the music industry. How, you know, a lot of female artists will talk about how it's like, we need to lift up each other, and then they're going out and putting out like videos and content and doing performances where it's just like shading another female artist, or you know, doing something that is just like terrible, or saying something that's terrible, and that doesn't really make sense to me. And so I've like been writing about that for sure.
I appreciate the insight. I mean, it's one of those weird things where we all have to support each other no matter what kind of aspect we're doing within the industry. Interviewer, artist, I've never understood that myself.
Yeah, I think it's so weird. And even like songwriters, like sometimes songwriters are really weird about writing with other females, you know? And I'm just like, you guys, like,
we're helping each other.
We're all badass, and like it's so cool to have different female perspectives and like talk about different situations and like what we've been through, and the best stuff comes from that. And so I'm not on that train. I'm not understanding the whole like, oh, I can't write with her, or like I can't talk about her in this interview. It's like, if you think of another chick's doing something really cool, like fucking congratulate her. Like, tell her she's a badass and that she's doing killer things, and like that you guys should collab. Like, I don't know. I've never really understood that whole thing.
Well, just touching to speaking your mind, I want to do a quick fire round with you where you just say whatever comes to your mind first.
These things are so funny.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What's the best thing a fan has asked you to sign?
Well, there is a fan that has their entire calf covered with all of my EP lyrics.
Really?
Like their entire, like every title, there's like almost no space left.
Wow.
And so she just recently tweeted me asking for an autograph so she could get the autograph tattooed on the EP leg.
That's crazy.
It's quite, yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, like, I'm flattered.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
That's
fuck,
quite
I
the
hope I'm
commitment.
relevant enough like, like for you to have that shit on your leg forever. Like, sis, I'm still getting there.
Well, how about if you were a wrestler, what kind of gimmick would you have? What would your in-ring persona be?
Oh, I'd be like some, you know what I think I'd like do the opposite. I think I'd be like super reserved and really quiet and like not talk about my skills or anything like that, and just be kind of like the underdog, and then just come out with a bang and kill everybody.
Okay, just attack.
Yeah, I
Out of
don't really know
nowhere.
what. Yeah, I don't know what the name like. Lil Fletcher. No, that sounds like a DJ. I don't know. I'm gonna work
Lil
on it and
Fletcher?
get back to you. I don't have a name for that persona yet, but it's definitely like she's shy, you know, and then just
Boom. Instant badass.
Fuck you up.
Okay. I'm glad you said fuck there, because the next one leads into that perfectly. Which swear word
Good.
do you use the most?
that one.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck.
Okay.
I do. I'm from Jersey, and like I love my dad to death, but it's like, you know, he's got a little bit of a potty mouth, like a mouth of a sailor, and I do too. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that,
Okay.
but it's part of
It's
my
you.
personality, so it's like it is what it is. You get what you get.
And for the last one, if you could have any superpower while on tour, which one would you really love?
Whoa. You know what? I get really self-conscious all the time about like what people are thinking about me while I'm on stage, and that's something that I like struggled with. And I would say that I want to know what people are thinking, but I also don't really think that that would be like constructive to like my health, in case somebody's like, "Oh, her like ass looks shitty right now," or like, I don't know,
I can
whatever
imagine
it
that
is.
throwing the show just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe like all the good things that people are like, I don't know. No.
It's your superpower, so you could choose it to be that.
I know, but that's kind of superficial. My superpower is to make every single person in the audience know every single word to the songs and sing it
like
with
it.
me. That's what it would be.
I feel like
because
soon
that
enough,
moment
though-
is so crazy, like especially when certain lines, like memorable lines, come in, and like the tag on Wasted Youth and stuff, and people sing that to me, like I cry. It makes me cry because it's so cool.
I was gonna say, I feel soon enough you're not gonna need that superpower. People are just gonna be coming out to these shows, and everyone's gonna know the words.
But
You'll be
for this
surprised.
tour, it would be my superpower of choice. I'll work on like what it might be for the next one.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining
Thank
me.
you. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. I love it.
Aw, thank you.
Yes.
And just to wrap things up, anything you want to say to those fans
Yeah.
who will be viewing?
I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to be able to like tour here and perform here in Toronto. The only reason why I've been able to be an independent artist and kind of do this on my own is because of you guys and because of the support that you've given me and just like the inspiration, and I'm so grateful, and I want to meet you all, and hopefully some of you are at the Drake across the street tonight. And yeah, just thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Lovely parting words. Just thank you so much for joining me,
Yeah,
Fletcher.
thank you so much.
And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. See ya.
Bye.